Camelot 331 here, and oh my God, Lowe's employees are absolutely furious. They are livid. I'm not joking. They're more mad than the people on the Titanic when they were told their trip would slightly be delayed. No. So, the employees are absolutely furious, and it's because of the holiday season and the pandemic and the damn Marvin CEO and everything that's happening currently and restructuring. It's just taking a toll on these long-term associates. Associates has been there for a long time, and then they get fired because they're making too much. And then Marvin knows that they can put somebody in there for half the price or half the salary as the person they terminated. Shocking. Well, recently I released a Lowe's video, and people have been messaging me off the damn hook, which I don't think's the right phrase, but off the damn internet DMs, and they're pissed. And we're going to read them to you right now. You're going to see them, and you're going to be like, wow, that company sucks. So before we get into it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, doodle, like the living hell out of it, and subscribe if you have not. Do not forget, follow me on Instagram and Twitter right below you in the description. You can message me like these people did, and I'll tell you a story. Or we could talk about your favorite sporting team, and I'll know nothing about it. So let's get into this 5-alarm chili, goulash as hell, multiple food items, messages. So it says right here, last week I came down with a sinus infection due to allergies and weather change. Obviously I called in due to health concerns as well as feeling like a total big old juicy ass. Story of my life. I worked at Lowe's for 14 years and in the workforce for 22 years. I've never been written up, had written warnings, or fired from a job. A few days ago, my manager calls me to the office and they write me up for calling in sick during a pandemic. What? Oh, sorry, you're not allowed to be sick whilst everyone else is sick. Oh, of course, unless you work at a customer service kind of place. Then just try not to be a customer on your days off. Which reminds me, I never got written up for anything ever either. And then my peeps showed up one day and were like, hey, you sat down at your desk, bye. Yeah, apparently it doesn't damn matter. It says, I have 100 hours sick time from years of not calling in. No matter. Because I had to miss work because of injuring my back at work last year, they had to write me up due to excessive call-ins. So basically, they said, hey, you called in last year, so we have to write you up because you called in this year. Even though you have 100 hours of sick time, sorry, doesn't damn matter. That number's actually imaginary and you're not allowed to use it. It's not your time, sorry. Benefits are just that, benefits, until they're taken away without any notice. Because companies can do that. So that was spicy. He got written up because apparently he's called in before. Shocking. And guess what? He was also sick. Apparently you can't call out sick anymore at retail jobs, especially Lowe's. But what about this next message? Let's see what happens here, because these are all different. So this says, hey man, I wanted to let you know I currently work at Lowe's, and just this past week they fired a department supervisor who managed 3 departments just because, and I'm almost sure because I asked some other department supervisors and associates close to him outside of work that he was fired because he made way too much money and they couldn't afford him anymore. And by that, they mean they could get somebody in there at a much lower price, obviously. He says neighboring departments have to pick up the slack to help because personnel is low and no efforts are made to come in and work because of the situation the store is in. I personally have been affected as well. They completely took me off the schedule because they're cutting hours. Like, man, how am I going to pay the bills, son? So we already know that's going on. That's going on at a lot of companies. You know, GameStop calls it, what do they call it? They call it legacy delete. You've been there a long time, get the hell out of here, because we're going to get somebody in there literally at half of your pay. But that's nothing. Look at this next message. This one's going to make your booty hole pucker just slightly. It says, hey, I saw your Lowe's video. It's the weirdest timing. I watched your video and almost like clockwork, I got sick and was throwing up. Sounds to me like you are saying my content's terrible. I would completely agree with that. So I decided to call in. My manager was extremely upset because we were shorthanded and told me I couldn't call in. I told him again that I was throwing up and I couldn't do it. He then said fine and hung up on me. That's very professional. I went into work yesterday and he took me into the office and said that I was being written up for calling in too many times. This sounds kind of familiar. The thing is though, I've never called in before in 5 whole years. Apparently, calling in one time at Lowe's for a legitimate reason is just too damn much. I told him that was a lie and I've never called in. He said, I'm pretty sure you have before. Well, that's all the evidence I need. I said, no, I have not. He then said, well, it doesn't matter. Sign this write-up. I told him no and went back to work. Now I'm worried they're going to forge my name like the people in your other video. I would be very worried about that too, because that happens apparently in multiple different stores. Literally wrote him up for calling in. This is the second person today, just that we've talked about, that's been written up for calling in. Absolutely unbelievable and despicable behavior, because these people are given sick hours so they can take advantage of that as a benefit. And it's like Lowe's don't even give a damn. And a lot of other companies don't. But Lowe's, one call in is too damn much. What if I'm running down the street and I fall over and I catch my eyelid on a chain link fence or something? All right? And I ain't got, like, my face is like halfway off or something and it's just hanging? You expect me to come into work with my hang face going? No. I'm not just going to tape the bitch. I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to call my Lowe's guy and I'm like, hey man, my face is hanging off my damn face and I need some help. So I'm going to the hospital. All right? I ain't going out in public with the half face on. I'm going to do the full face. I'm sorry. Write me up, I guess. But this next message is some serious spice, and it gives us every damn detail into the lowdown of the Lowe at Lowe's. I didn't even mean for that to happen. I meant, I'm sorry. It's an all-time new low for Lowe's. Let's read this one. So it says, I was hired at Lowe's in February of 2017. Worked there for 2.5 years. When I started, the environment was great. Management was cool. Employees got along, and it was really a good team feel. Worked with some absolutely great people and had managers that I had a ton of respect for. Well, this is going way better than expected. But wait, there's more. Not long after I was hired, Marvin was hired. Ooh, Marvin, who's bankrupted other damn companies, was hired as the CEO. How the hell does that happen with his track record? I don't know. It's almost like he's part of a really exclusive club with other certain people, and we're not a part of that, unfortunately. We got a new store manager and the mood of the store started going south. Policies were flip-flopped constantly. Employees went from happy to absolutely fed up. We've watched this happen in a short couple of months just on my channel. I watched department heads stripped of their positions, then put back into the department head positions with less pay. We've covered that as well. Our guy in the store that kept things clean, this guy kept the bathroom spotless. It was impressive. Was laid off as his position was eliminated. He was told if he wanted to continue working there, he would have to reapply. Shocking. Who cares about loyalty anyway? This is a guy that was very well respected by everyone in the store. Meanwhile, the delivery driver position was eliminated and all of them were allowed to have new positions and keep their pay rate. Shocking. Our store manager was abrasive and could care less what employees had issues with, even with valid ones. The receiving manager, who still works there, has a long reputation for sleeping with any female employee he could. Wow, sometimes one on the clock. What the hell? What am I reading right now? The ones he couldn't sleep with, he'd harass. Wow. Store manager was fully aware. Dozens have told them, nothing done. Sounds almost identically like my district leader. You would tell him that egg was touching all over everybody, and he'd be like, it's fine, egg is ranking really well, so you shut your mouth or I'll fire you. Every damn corporate company, it's all about numbers. Nothing else matters. The assistant store manager, who had been moving to our store for sleeping with a direct subordinate, shocking. Everybody's it's just bump ugly season. Everybody's bumping uglies today, baby. Was blatant about sleeping with a married cashier in our store. The manager was also married with kids. Wow, it's just terrible. Multiple people in our store reported this to the store manager. Nothing was done. I'm going to go ahead and say, this guy sounds like it's egg, and I don't know where he works currently, but I feel like this is egg. Then the cashier got married and the whole mess blew up. Soon after, the very same manager was fired and arrested for stealing $15,000 from the store. Shocking. I can provide court documents for that one. He ended up getting probation as his mom is a local police officer. Well, that worked out perfectly. So I spent months trying to get away from this mess by transferring to a new store. The store manager kept blocking me. I finally quit and then got hired at the other store. Then the cough fun began. So I got hired at the new store to work P51. That's the name for the crew resetting all the stores. In my 8 weeks there, I had another employee drop a beam on my foot, breaking 2 of my toes. Management wouldn't document it. Shocking, we've heard this before, as that would kill their safety bonus. Wow. A couple weeks later, they had us up on shelving, which is directly against company policy. Myself and another employee fell through the shelving. I messed up my shoulder in the process. 30 minutes later, 2 other employees also fell. Damn, it's like a damn death trap. They were banged up. We were made to have a safety meeting, but neither fall was documented. Don't want to kill that safety bonus after all. Sounds kind of like Amazon. Nothing bad happens at Amazon. It's safe. You get shot in the face. Don't worry about it. There's an ambulance literally parked outside for this reason, which is actually true. Amazon facilities have an ambulance literally waiting outside because they have such high rates of injuries. And they also don't document half of them, and they fire people to get injured. Ah, shocking. That's pretty damn bad. Lowe's is pretty bad. Amazon's bad. Then 10 days later, another employee dropped a beam. It was accidental. Hits me in the foot. Took days of me insisting to even get it documented so that I could go to the doctor. Nothing broken, but a month later, and I'm still fighting to get an MRI done. Nothing is broken, but even the doctor they sent me to thinks there's a ligament damage. Couple weeks after this, I had my manager tell me I had cost her safety bonus. Well, that sucks. 3 days later, I was laid off. Currently got an attorney. Wow. Undamn believable. That was a damn spicy message. I haven't actually read through that before, so that's pretty damn sane. Everybody bumping uglies. It's the damn smashing pissers. Everybody's just going to hell at it. Assistant managers smashing other managers and the cashiers that are married, and they're also married. Sounds like egg. Store manager smashing every damn body. No one cares. They're dropping beams on everybody's face. People dying left and right. Nobody documented because of safety bonus, and then you get fired. So that's pretty much your lifespan at Lowe's. You get up on the shelves, you fall through, you break your neck. Well, too bad, so sad. I'm still getting my safety bonus. So that's absolutely damn insane. I really feel for these associates. Undamn believable. They're just going through hell right now. Is it the pandemic that's causing this? Is it Marvin Ellison, the CEO of Lowe's? Who's causing this terrible workplace? Gosh, you walk in on your first day, somebody's going to try to smash you. You know, they're going to make some kind of advance on you, and you're going to be like, please don't put your stuff on my face. That comes out your pants. Put them back on. Put the pants back on, Mr. Lowe's manager. Oh, also, I just dropped a beam while I have my pants off on my damn leg. No one's going to document it because the guy that's trying to smash me right now with his pants off is also wanting to get the damn safety bonus. Rest in peace. By the way, definitely demonoed. Definitely demonoed. So what do you think? Pretty damn insane. There's a lot of stories coming in, and I want to get those stories out there for you guys because the reason these corporate companies think they're going to treat their associates like this is they think no one's going to find out. They think their associates are powerless to do anything to stop them. I may be powerless as well, but as long as I can get a couple 100,000 people to see this and maybe talk to their friends about it, maybe a news organization to pick it up, which has happened in the past several times, maybe we can make a damn difference. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter and message me on there. And do me a big favor. This is real important, guys. I'm telling you a secret right now that no one knows. You're the first to hear this. Make sure you get the hell on it, diggity doggone. Bye. Yeah. See, I can be festive too. I can be festive. Unless you're watching this in March. Then you're like, what the hell's going on? You dumb as hell, and I hate your voice, which I totally agree with.